それで今夜はこの後どうするつもりなの?
I think this was the plan for the for the night. I was planning to rent a room in a nearby hotel for Makina and myself. Well, hold on. Thought we were staying here.
今から? 確かに観光ホテルはたくさんあるけど、一応予約ぐらいは入れておかないと、今の時期の飛び込みは不利な条件を重ねてたらい回しにされるわよ。
Or we'll have to pay even more out the ass. Didn't Sakaki's father build a few ugly tax shelter hotels around here? Maybe we can get a room in one of those.
あのね、あなたのそういう皮肉じみた態度を改めないと、どこへ行っても面倒なガキはお断りって追い出されるんだから。
I just thought I was staying here, to be honest. I didn't think we were gonna go anywhere else. Maybe I can get Makina a room? Probably not. She's even sassier than me. She gets it from someone.
あなたの部屋はそのままの状態で残してあるし、これからホテルを探す手間を考えれば、今日はこのまま寮に泊まったら?
It's like, why don't you do the smart thing and stay here? It's nice of you to offer, but Makina and I are technically outsiders? No, I mean...
私が許可します。だいたい、あなたたちのような面倒な子は、会社もあまり外には出したくないでしょうしね。ハルデラさんには私の方から連絡しておきます。
Well, sorry for the hassle.
久しぶりに戻ってきたんだし、ゆっくりしていきなさいな。
Oh, I guess I'll do just that. Come to think of it, the company performed a thorough investigation of the academy prior to my transfer, so from their point of view, it's probably easier to monitor us if we stay here. Yeah. Oh shit, is it bath time? Alright. Sounds good. The grand bathroom here is pretty damn nice. Alright, looks like we'll be staying in this dorm instead of renting a hotel room for the night, Makina.
何を今さらだぜ。お風呂入ってる間に済ませておくって。今サッチンがベッドの用意してくれてんのよ。
Even Makina was like, well, duh. Like, just didn't even need to think about it. Sachi really is a considerate girl.
私は真似するべき。
It never hurts to imitate people's positive qualities. Just be careful. Last thing I need is you learning from a certain blonde who cries at people over the phone every time she gets drunk.
おー、JB な。普段はパリッとしてよくできた女風なのに、そういうとこで時々ダメな、あいつ。
And I'm sure we'll see more of that when we enter my backstory. I gotta do it at least 52 times every time an episode, brain. Come on, kid. I left out her name deliberately. I do that.
おう、ごめんよ。私ってばそういうとこでダメな女なのよさ。
She could be watching us any moment now. Yeah, you really need to stop blurting out everything that pops into your head.
んなことより、ちゃっちゃとお風呂入っちゃうのよさ。大きいお風呂にゆっくり入るのなんて久しぶりなのよ。
Alright, well, am I giving you a bath or what are we doing? True enough. You have your duck?
おうよ。ここ出て行くときに置いてったのがそのまま残ってたのよさ。
She's adorable. It's past 9 o'clock, but Makina still doesn't seem to be particularly tired, probably because of the drug she used earlier. By the way, all of this has still been just one day. Come to think of it, she was awfully excitable today, even for her. Why'd I say it like that? Even for her, I bet the boosters had something to do with that as well. I hear they've been refining that thing to reduce the side effects, but in the old days it was apparently a real piece of work. According to Asako, it used to be distributed in pill form. What? Company employees would take 2 of them before a night mission to increase their alertness and improve their night vision. You'd usually take them an hour beforehand, but the symptoms would take effect at different times for different people, so some guys wouldn't be able to sleep even after the mission was over. Dude, they're just like cracked out, like, oh my god, I see everything. Not being able to sleep when you're exhausted is far more agonizing than you'd imagine, brain. And if you go through that repeatedly every single day, the physical and mental strain is unbearable. More than a few people broke under the stress and committed suicide. Wow. Our work is mentally taxing enough as it is. Even insanity could be a welcome reprieve from the reality of the job. Back then, using the booster supposedly made you covet narcotics and cigarettes. But fortunately, the drug had been refined significantly by the time I made it into the field. Oh, thank God. These days, people mainly just head out and fuck themselves senseless after a tough job. Not sure how much of an improvement that is, really. Makina's not exactly an exception. When she has a bad day at work, she always ends up coming to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, what the shit? Whoa! Guess we're doing it in the bat. No lead up, just straight wham, whim, wazzle. Dude, no, we're not actually doing it. We're just not doing it. Well, that was a silly conversation to be having. Or to have there. Listen, you guys will have to experience it for yourself. But if we just stay like this, you'll end up falling asleep. Come, at least let me wash you off. Come on. I done gave it, you know, like this. I imagine I just grabbed her head with the prosthetic arm and just like this then. See, that interaction was as silly as the one during. Well, you know, I love breasts from the bottom of my heart. Not that she really has any to... I was kidding. Come on, wrap your arms around my neck. Come on. Oh, you might have gained a little weight, but you're still pretty damn light. Swing her around. True enough. Okay then, hot water incoming. Oh. Okay, that's adorable. Which one of these is the shampoo? Oh, hell. Alright. Come on, kid, you could at least compare it to the smell of a grapefruit peel, like I did with Michiru. Also, I was looking at my arm, sorry. I'm just... That would be you! Don't get startled by your own reflection in the mirror. She just like punches the mirror like, die, mom! Oh, sorry. This is me. Well, your mom does have a cute face. Shame she's a nightmare in every other aspect. For the first time, huh? Lay it on me. Oh, really? Well, that doesn't sound good. Care to elaborate? Fully grown when she's basically that. Well, I had to admit, I could see you looking a lot like her in a couple decades. Language, I mean, damn, it's not really that. But come on, you're also flat. fucking sailor over here. You can... There's no way. Omne's a fucking sex shell bombshell, alright? There's not... No. Well, you're not really growing that much, unfortunately. Barely got any taller in the last year. Come to think of it, I'm impressed a puny kid like you even got through the enlistment exam. Isn't the minimum height for a woman 155 centimeters?
背伸びしても150センチだったんだけど、検査官の前で泣きそうな顔してたらおまけしてくれたのよ。
He did? That's easy, huh? Well, sometimes they let you enlist on the assumption you'll grow a little. But I bet the clothes and shoes they issued you didn't really fit.
靴はパパに言われた通りに冬用の靴下2枚履きしたし、服はダボダボのまま着てたらエドワード教官殿が「ちこのどちびだ!」って文句言いながら縫い直してくれた。
I love how sorry, the soccer pedal's gonna be blocking that probably. But I like how every time Makina like says something that someone said, she has to try and imitate them. Eddie Walker. Huh. That guy's always was a soft touch. Didn't know he was an instructor now. The old crybaby's come a long way. And I'm sure I'll figure...
そうなの？今じゃ鬼教官だって有名なのよ。私もお前の親父もチビだったが、お前はそれに輪をかけてドチビだ。服が体に合わないなら体をでかくしろってむちゃくちゃ言われたし。
Make yourself bigger like a fucking peacock. Like, no kidding? You know, that guy might be huge, but he's actually pretty lousy in a fight.
おお、それは知ってる。近接格闘術習ってる時に襟首つかまれたから、そのまま腕に抱きついて振り上げたかかとでこめかみ蹴っ飛ばしてやったらぐらついてたのよさ。
That's my girl. That's why you're trained by Agent 47 over here. Like, this is no... Yeah, we ain't no joke. Oh, yeah? But he stood there with his knees trembling and said, I just got careless, you little punk.
いたいた。そんで今日はこれぐらいで勘弁しておいてやるって言った。
Ah, the good old days.
教官に勝ったんだし、私ってばもう一人前じゃね？もういつでもパパの代わりに仕事できるのよ。
There's a lot more, Makina. A lot more you gotta prove yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself, kid. In the first place, the only thing I taught you was self-defense skills. I wasn't training you to kill people.
そりゃわかってるけどさ。
It's not too late to reconsider, you know. There's no point following in my footsteps. I'm not exactly a good person.
別にパパの真似じゃねえもん。自分で選んだ道なのよ。勝手に私をかわいそうな子にすんじゃねえっつのよさ。
It's like Yuji opened this door for her, and it was just like, you wanna go? She's like, yeah, alright. You really don't get it, do you? When you kill someone, you're crossing a line. It's something that can't be undone.
パパは人を殺したことがあるんでしょ？
Oh boy. Yes. I know what it's like, and I don't want you to go through what I did. When I killed someone on the job, I'd go out drinking with my buddies that night, and I'd laugh like an idiot. No matter how stupid the joke was, I laughed and laughed. I laughed until it hurt, and I still didn't stop. Eventually, the sweat running down my body would grow cold, and the laughter would fade away, replaced by uncontrollable trembling. I trembled in terror. I trembled for joy at my survival. I trembled from regret for what I'd done. My heart was cold, and the trembling wouldn't stop. So I'd go out and sleep with women. Eventually, my emotions grew numb. I started to view death from a detached, almost philosophical perspective. People die when their time's up. Simple as that. They also die when they're killed. There's no point in asking if it's just or fair. whether I myself lived or died no longer seemed particularly important. If my luck ran out, I'd have to just accept it. It was all just a game anyway. I don't ever want you to feel that way.
それはわかるよ。ある日ね、ふと自分の置かれた特殊な環境にゾッとする。なんでこんなことになったんだろうって悩みもする。でもね、パパを慰めることのできる女ってのは同じものを見て同じ気持ちを理解できる女だけだと思う。
I mean...
だったら私はパパと同じ経験をしたい。同じ傷を持ちたい。パパにしか理解できないものがあるのは寂しいよ。時々ふっと遠くを見るような顔をされるとパパがどこかへ行っちゃうような気がして泣きそうになるのよ。
I'm getting a little teary-eyed myself. Well, I know where you're coming from. I seem to remember saying something pretty similar to Asuko myself. But we'll find that. No! And I'm sure it left her just as anguished and uncertain as I am right now. Still, you're just not ready yet. Sooner or later, a soldier is going to have to pull the trigger of their gun without the slightest hesitation. The real point of all that training is to toughen you up mentally so that you won't falter when the time comes. We pull the trigger on behalf of those who can't. That's what our job boils down to, really. We're out there in place of our friends, our relatives, and thousands of complete strangers. And we make sure they can live their normal lives in blissful ignorance. We don't need their gratitude. In this line of work, it would actually make things harder. As long as I'm on active duty, I won't let you kill anyone. If you're that determined, you'll have to start with me. Ooh. It's a little, yeah. Well, you're basically all I've got left to live for.
そもそもどうしてパパはこんな仕事をすることになったのよさ。
I had my reasons, of course. Didn't I explain this to you before?
なんか長々と説明されて途中で寝ちまったような気がするのよさ。もっと簡単に説明して。
give me the summary. You want the short version, huh? Well, I was a stupid kid born a few years after a genius. My parents never really cared about me. When my sister died in an accident, our family fell apart completely, and I ended up killing my own parents. But we'll find that. No. See, it's just more of the things. My life went from bad to worse. But eventually, a woman named Asuko picked me up from the dirt. I ended up getting into the business for reasons a lot like yours. I desperately wanted to repay Asuko for everything she'd done for me. I think that about covers it. Satisfied now?
今度は簡単すぎてよくわかんねえ。
I still don't get it. Come on, kid. What? But you wanted the short version. It's kind of a long story, and it's all in the past now. Let's do this another time.
ねえ、パパ。私ってパパが生きるための理由になってるのかな?
Yeah, absolutely.
本当に?
Why would I lie about something like that?
じゃあ、パパの言う通りにする。もう仕事させろとか言わない?
Well, I'd appreciate that.
でも条件付き.
Oh no. Should have known. What is it with women and their conditions?
なに、そんな難しい話じゃないのよ。これこれ。
Oh, lordy lord. Hey, stop grabbing my penis!
もう一回しよう。今日はまだ優 私お姫様エッチしてないよ。
I also accidentally clicked, despite Yuji having more to say. And I'm pretty sure it was like, it'll get, you know, again. What a princess style, huh? Can't believe you still want to keep going.
私のことオナホみたいに好き勝手にボコボコ突っ込みまくってさ、優しく包み込むような愛のあるセックスしたいよ。
Them some spicy words. What is princess style? You don't understand anything, kid. Princesses actually love it rough.
ぬマジでか。つかあたかもお姫様とはめたことあるかのようなその発言聞き捨てならんな。
I mean, really? You just... Ah, you're trying to crush my penis!
このチップは私んだ。他の女に入れちゃやだ。
Damn, Makina, you settled down there. Not even Sachi?
ぬヘラまでなら許す。
I don't really understand your rules for this. Why would you actually say yes?
だってサッチンには世話になってるし、まあサッチンならそんぐらい許してもいいかなって、そんな感じなのよさ。
Well, you do kiss her all the time. What the? Well, let me repeat that. Well, you do kiss her all the time yourself, don't you?
レズじゃないんだぜ。単純にサッチンのことが好きっていうかな。
I ain't lesbo. Kind of sounds like you swing both ways to me.
なあ、もういいからエッチ。お姫様みたいに後ろから乱暴に突き上げてよ。
She is super sailor mouth. We all knew that, though. Sure. Go on. Put your hands there, all right? Today I learned what princess style truly is. And, well, it's not really anything you haven't seen before. We end up getting all sweaty again right after cleaning ourselves off in the bath. Kind of a waste, but, of course, Makina's heading off for her exam first thing tomorrow. It's only but 2 weeks, but we're going to be separated. Maybe Makina decided to wring me dry so that I wouldn't be tempted to chase after other women while she's gone. After 7 rounds, whew, the little dynamo's finally out of gas. She's out like a light the moment we get to the bed Sachi prepared for us. Holy Jesus, woman, you need to settle your little booty down. The next morning, I accompany Makina to the station in order to see her off, trying to fight back a sudden flood of emotion. To be honest, I want to come with you, but parents only get invited to entrance ceremonies in Japan. March in there boldly, like an American would. Just don't shoot first, ask questions later, because, you know, you're going for your exams, not...
オーケー、わかってるのよ。
Don't start boasting about your training in the US, though. You'll end up isolated from your teammates, and the officers will chew you out any chance they get.
おう、その辺はサンディエゴの時と同じな。任せるのよ。
Sandy! Unlike in America, you can just wait in front of the station they designated. They'll send a car to pick you up. Keep in mind that you're a seasonal employee, not a regular trainee. You won't get the usual 3-day adjustment period. Don't be surprised if they slap you in the face the minute you get there. Let's see. What else do you need to know?
もう大丈夫だってばさ。ちゃんとうまくやるのよ。パパは本当に心配性なのよさ。
Aw, jeez. He's just... I mean, you did get through those 3 months in America pretty easily. It's not like I'm worried or anything, Baka, but Japan's kind of a special case. I just don't want them grinding you down.
平気なのよ。怪我だけしないように気をつけてりゃなんとかなるのよさ。
Don't give me that foreshadowing bullshit. Maybe you're right. Alright then, get going, kid.
イリスマキナ一等兵、行ってまいります。
Get out of here. Go forth and do your duty. I'm not wearing a cap, so it doesn't feel right to salute. Instead, I simply watch as my daughter turns around and strides off confidently, probably doing the march thing. That little back of hers looks awfully strong all of a sudden. I guess it shouldn't be a surprise. In America, she followed me into the field plenty of times, sharing in my hardships. She took care of me and backed me up on the job. She nursed me when my new arm left me feverish. Sometimes she scolded me. Sometimes we shared moments of joy or inspiration. All the memories flashed through my mind, one after the other, in an unstoppable torrent. And suddenly, there's a hollow pit of loneliness in my chest. Makina. Just speaking her name almost brings tears to my eyes. Since when was I this emotionally fragile? Well, she's the only thing you live for now. Guess I'm not as young as I used to be. Talk about an overreaction. Poor Yuji. It's only a damn examination. It's not like I'm shipping her off to a war zone on her own. Back when I first met her, Makina could barely hold a conversation with anyone who wasn't a student at Mahama Academy. But I think she's grown a great deal as a person since then. It's probably because of all of her part-time work, including her employment at the bakery. The girl's clearly gained a little self-confidence. These days, she can interact pretty normally with complete strangers. I don't know if Makina herself is aware of how she's changed. When you transform that gradually, sometimes you don't even know to notice what's happening. Nope. Oh, little by little, day by day, we're always growing. It's a process that never really stops. Makina's deliberately childish behavior probably hides this to some degree, but I think anyone who's reasonably observant can see how much she's matured. For some reason, children are actually surprisingly perceptive about this sort of thing. One time, back when I was a student in America, I was walking down the street in my academy uniform when this little kid looked up at me. With an earnest, puzzled look on his face, he asked me, "Are you a kid or a grown-up, mister?" Asians tend to look young to Westerners, and on top of that, I was wearing a school uniform. But to that child's eyes, my face looked like that of a much older man. I'd been mocked for my baby face pretty frequently up to that point, so it was definitely the first time anyone had mistaken me for an adult. When I returned to my barracks and mentioned this to an instructor, they offered me an explanation. You don't have an old man's face or anything. You just don't carry yourself like a student anymore. Ever since I enlisted, my instructors had been complaining about my facial expressions. But after a few months, they started to say things like, "Now that's the face of a soldier." And another year after that, as I looked over the new crop of students, I found myself scowling at their flabby, wide-eyed expressions. A part of me wanted to storm over and shout, "Do you idiots think you're at summer camp or something?" But at the same time, I knew their faces must have looked the same as mine when I was a fresh recruit. So, as I slowly walk along, pondering these weighty matters, the sound of someone shouting in a dopey but oddly vigorous fashion catches my attention. The fuck's going on? What a nauseatingly cutesy voice. Is that Sachi? What's that sound? Ugh. Glancing around the area, I soon spot the maid in question, stabbing at a large straw doll with a knife that she's tied to the handle of her broom. Oh my god. They gave her a new sprite for this? Sachi, what are you doing? Playing Women's Volunteer Corps?
これは風見さん。おはようございます。
You see how badass she was looking? What is this? Right. Good morning. Sorry to cut the pleasantries short, but I got a question for you.
はい。何でもお尋ねください。
Kamine Sachi, what exactly are you holding in your hand?
はい。竹ぼうきであります。
I get, yes. That's not what I meant. Calm yourself, Kazami Yuji Occupation Student Mark II. This is an endurance test. You gotta wear her down slowly. What is that you got tied to the end of your broom?
はい。文化包丁であります。
Alright, it's kitchen knife. Okay. I see. Next question. What exactly are you doing with that amateurish weapon of yours?
はい、来るべき本土決戦に向けて鍛錬をしておりました。
I don't know what you're talking about. Sachi, my friend, do you know what year it is?
2012年であります。
I guess it would be, huh? And when did the Second World War end?
はい、1945年であります。
Alright then, let me repeat my question. What the hell are you doing?
また最初から説明をお望みでしょうか。
I would greatly appreciate it, yes. Okay, just forget it. I knew the girl had a few screws loose, but I had no idea things were this bad. Unless she's trying to catch my attention by acting bizarrely like she was last night. In that case, maybe I should casually play along while pretending I haven't realized. I'm not sure I understand, but it's nice to see you're so enthusiastic. Well, from force of habit, I drop my hand. Hopefully it's the prosthetic on Sachi's head and muss her hair around a little. She responds with an odd little squeal. Are you trying to be Moe or something? This is the most I've heard Yuji say Moe in a series already. Oh, it's nothing.
マキちゃんはもう出かけたんですか？
Because he said it when talking to Chizuru, so. Yeah, she marched off cheerfully just a few minutes ago.
本来ならマキちゃんの門出をお見送りしたかったところなのですが。
Don't worry about it. It's bad luck to make too much of a fuss about these things.
きっとマキちゃんはまた一回り成長してしまうんでしょうね。私を追い抜いて一人でどんどん強くなっちゃうんでしょうね。
She's already stronger now. I don't know. If you ask me, the kid's still a total amateur. She's got a hell of a long way to go. She's got a hell of a head button head though. She's got a hell of a skull. You crack your fucking penis with it when she just slams right into you. Why is your penis cracking? Who fucking knows? But mine did.
そうでしょうか。それでもそんなマキちゃんを相手に私は不覚を取りました。というかパンツを取られました。
Not just your panties either. it was a multitude of panties.
つまり私はミソッカス以下ということなのでしょうか。
Wait a second. Are you training because you're upset about getting beaten by Makina? I was actually about to say that. I was just about to be like, is that what she's even doing?
いけませんか？
I mean, not really, but you really do hate losing, don't you? I swear, you get all stubborn about the strangest things. Like Stranger Things. Haven't seen that show. Not really too interested in it, to be honest. Everyone fucking loves it, but... Dropping my head. Burp on Sachi's head once again. I give her a few vigorous scritches. Like... But for some reason, she responds by pouting up at me sulkingly.
こんなことではごまかされません。風見さんはずるいです。マキちゃんばっかり可愛がって私のことはどうでもいいというのですか？
Damn, okay. That's not really the issue here.
では私のようなクソメイドごときがパンツを履くのは生意気だと、そういうことなのでしょうか？
Don't make me facepalm. You're kind of a pain in the neck these days, Sachi. A real pain in the neck.
すみません。うざさ爆発なのは自分でも理解しているのですが、小峰幸、少し泣かせていただいてよろしいでしょうか？
Permission granted. Don't cry, damn it. What do you want from me? Just come out and say it.
はい、マキちゃん不在の間はマキちゃんの代わりにぜひ私を可愛がってください。
You're one fearsome woman, Kamine Sachi. Do you even understand what you're saying?
はい、もちろんです。それにマキちゃんの許可も得ています。
Son of a bitch. Makina approved this?
はい、それは昨夜のことです。
Oh no. I knew I was gonna do a flashback.
マキちゃん、明日の準備はもうできてるの？
God damn it.
おい、バッチシなのよさ。
パジャマと歯ブラシはちゃんと持った？
She's like, oh shit, I forgot my toothbrush.
つか、別に用意とかいらねえのよ。健康な体と中学生レベルの頭があれば、あとはパンツ一丁で十分なのよさ。他は全部会社が用意してくれっから心配ねえのよ。
The brains of a middle schooler. I like that. I like that.
でも着替えのパンツぐらいは。
足りなきゃ買うし、お財布はサムおじさんのビッグなお財布があるから大丈夫。
Oh, I peed my pants. Hold on.
じゃあもう私にできることってないのかな？
嬉しいけど、別にそんな心配せんでもいいのよ。
でもマキちゃんは戦地に行くんじゃろ？死んだらいけんよ。
Don't think she's gonna die. Jesus.
別に死地に行くわけじゃないし、死にもしないと思うけど、ありがとね、サッチン。
Oh no.
そんじゃあ、サッチンには私が留守の間、パパのお世話を頼んじゃおうかな。
風見さんのお世話？
This is gonna end up being real stupid.
パパは大丈夫だって言ってんけど、まだ加減が下手くそで、たまにカップ握りつぶしたりするし、そういうとこをフォローしてあげてほしいのよさ。
わかった。一生懸命お世話するね。
God, I can just see that. God damn it, I gotta use this. Ah!
つってもパパはツンデレだから、お世話しますって言っても不要だとか言って素直には従わないのよさ。
ああ、それはなんとなく想像がつくよ。
The actual tsundere of the fucking game.
そんな時はあれよ、目と鼻の間からふにゃーっとした声出して、可愛がってよって言えばオゲなのよ。ほれ、練習してみ。
Here we go, god damn it.
可愛がってよ。
よーし、なかなかいいぞクソメイド。もう一度だ。もっと私を可愛がってよ。かかれ。
Where the hell am I during this whole situation?
もっと私を可愛がってよ。
風見さんになら何をされてもいいんです。私、上目使いで、はい。
Fucking training her to do this.
風見さんになら何をされてもいいんです。私。
いや、よかねえだろ。冷静に考えたらよ。
You think? A little?
あ、やっぱりダメなんだ。ちょっとがっかりだよ、マキちゃん。フェラまでは許す。あ、それはちょっと嬉しいよ、マキちゃん。
Do you see how happy Sachi sounds?
というわけですので、マキちゃんの代わりに容赦なく可愛がればいいじゃないですか、この小峰幸を。
Lavish my love, huh?
風見さんさえよろしければ、あちらの茂みでおしゃぶりしますが。
A highly attractive proposal, but no. Maybe next time.
幸がっかりです。
If there is a next time. Don't say that. I'm willing to do something else if you want.
ですが、私にはおしゃぶりしか許可が。
Okay, let's just take it a step back. Try to get your mind out of that gutter for a minute, alright?
風見さんは時々わけのわからないことを言い出しますよね。
the gutter, you know, you get... Look who's talking.
私メイドですから。
That has nothing to do with the situation. I hope you don't actually think that explains everything. Anywho, it's fine if it's fine that you're training, but I'm not too pleased to see you using an actual blade.
大丈夫です。それは切れなくなった生倉包丁の刃を落としたものです。
I could still kill someone with a dull knife. Ain't gonna. Right, but it's still a dangerous hunk of metal. When you're training without supervision, it's preferable to use wooden weaponry.
木刀ですか?
Because if you end up hurting yourself with it, that's it. You hurt yourself. It doesn't have to be an actual replica or anything. A stick can work just as well. Here, I'll make you one. I start sharpening the broom. Taking Sachi's broom from her hands, I remove the knife she's tied to it, then pick a branch out of the grass and cut it down to a suitable size. You want it to be around half the length of your arm, so this should be about right. Here, try holding it. This stick will be the greatest weapon I have ever held. Is something wrong?
今どうやったのですか?
What? What do you mean?
そんな刃を落とした包丁でさもあっさりと。不思議です。サイボーグパワーなのですか?
It's still a knife. It's easy to get the hang of it. Just like chopping wood, really. Here, see?
やっぱり風見さんはすごいです。ただものではありません。何者ですか?
I'm Kazami Yuji, occupation student Mark II. And I'm just the baddest badass you ever just badassed. When you act that impressed by something this trivial, it kind of feels like you're making fun of me.
私にもできるでしょうか?
Can't hurt to give it a try.
はい。では、ふんす。
Oh my god.
ダメです。やはり力が足りないのでしょうか?
Okay, they gave her that sprite for more than just this reason. Guaranteed. Strength isn't what's important. If you use the knife's own weight, it'll move fast enough to get the job done. My master used to say, it's all about willpower and perseverance. But it's really just a simple physics problem. Cutting and chopping are two different things. In one case, you're forcing a blade through something. In the other, you get the cut started and I'll let the rest happen naturally. This is a bit hard to explain.
なんでしょう。不思議とおっしゃることの意味がなんとなく理解できるような気がします。私が以前図書室で DVD の整理をしていた時、うっかり手を滑らせてディスクを床に落としてしまったのですが。
Oh no, are we going with this?
落としたディスクがそれはもう綺麗に真っ二つに割れたんです。おそらくですが、落とした角度とか速度が偶然にも複雑に重なった結果、綺麗に分断されたのだと思うのですが、それと似たような感じなのでしょうか?
I feel like that was some weak ass DVD. What about the Blu-rays? Yeah, more or less. If you know the properties of the object and apply an appropriate amount of pressure, you can cut through pretty much anything.
何でもですか?
Yeah, it's kind of an exaggeration. Although my master did tell me she could cut through the tread of a tank with a military sword.
風見さんの師匠は化け物なのですか?
And I bet you she probably did do that too. Wish you hadn't asked that. It's painfully difficult to deny. I don't want to speak ill of my own master, but you can chalk that one up as the boasting of a drunkard. That said, I can't quite shake the feeling that the woman just might have pulled it off. I feel like she did. Oh, I feel like she did. Not to repeat myself, but it all comes down to experience. The more things you experience, the more you'll learn how to do.
習うより慣れろということでしょうか?
It's true that some people, like my sister or Makina, can figure things out just by reading them. Oh, Kazami Kazuku Yakubishi student mark 1. She's totally alive. I'm just saying. I'm just calling it. Calling it. No. Me and my crackpot theories. But people, anywho, but people like you and me don't have that option. We've got to drill the knowledge into our bodies. Picking up the branch I chopped down to size, I brandished it at Sachi as if it were a dagger. Alright then, I guess I'll show you a little love. Come at me, and you can use that broom if you want.
はい、わかりました。行きます。
She picks up the knife too.
Yeah.
Way too obvious. You thrust straight at me. All I have to do is step back to the side. Annihilated. You're throwing yourself off balance. If you're going to lean into your attack, let your body fall forward as you do. Look, you're too focused on my upper body. You're wide open below the belt. Remember that slide dash Makina hit you with yesterday? She comes in faster and ducks her body lower. You want to close the distance in a single natural movement. Slide down toward your opponent. Let gravity do the work, not your muscles. Oh my god, I never thought I'd hear that noise come out of her. No, you're not a damn torpedo. Don't charge blindly at your target. Watch your opponent's face. Listen up. In a close range fight like this, your enemy's going to look for signs of emotion in your eyes. Let him maintain eye contact. Charge forward while steadily lowering your head. Pretend you're a human pendulum. From his perspective, your eyes aren't getting any closer, but you'll actually be shortening the distance between you. Throw off his perception of space. That's the essence of the slide dash. Give it a try.
Yeah.
Alright, not half bad. However, got him. What's the matter? I'm barely applying any force. Try to get back up. Sense the flow of combat. Learn how to apply your power. Push, pull, turn. When you stop wasting your strength, you'll see what really matters. And once you master your own movements, you'll know how to stop someone entirely.
言いたくはないのですが、しんどいです。そろそろご容赦を。
I release her and she just goes for me again. It's not like I'm holding you still. You're just stiffening up. Let your thighs and back go limp.
立てました。
You can bumble around all you like when you're just playing and pretend, but don't get cocky. It might kill you.
はい。
Oh no.
己が未熟を痛感しました。
Don't say that. I'm fully aware of my own incompetence.
笑わなくてもいいじゃないですか。風見さんは時々意地悪です。
Right, sorry. I was just amused by how full of myself I've gotten. That's all. Dumb kids that get cocky end up dead. Asuka told me the same exact thing countless times. At some point, I stopped getting lectures and started giving them. It's hard not to laugh at that.
それでですね、マキちゃんに負けないようにするには、私は何から始めるべきなのでしょうか。
You really are a sore loser, Sachi.
一方その頃、イリス・マキナは送迎バスの中で隣に座った男の弁当の中身を見ながらダラダラとよだれを垂らしていた。
Got a narrator for this? Oh. Ugh. Feel like we gotta save this little tidbit for no. We're gonna keep going. Makina, you're actually drooling all over the fucking place.
水前、これぞ水前。ボタボタと容赦なく垂れ落ちるよだれ。一向に泣き止む気配のない腹の虫。男は思わず少女に声をかけた。
What was he gonna say?
腹減ってるのか
You fucking think?
朝ごはんは リンゴとヨーグルトしか食べてこなかったのよさ。
少し食うか。
You're damn right! And she just...
悪いね。じゃあその唐揚げを所望するのよ。
Makina, you're right.
おい、それメインのおかずだ。
2つあんだし、1個あげてもいいかなって思わん？
Well, let's share, you know.
ずうずうしいやつだな。まあいい。一つだけだぞ。
He's not gonna get any of his food, is he? Oh my god.
おい、俺が食わせるのか？
Feed the woman!
たく。なんで俺がこんなことを。俺。
He's just like, God damn it.
うめえ。ついでにご飯も。
Man, he just had to be seated next to the fucking black hole of stomach, huh?
わかったよ。たく。というか、本当にお前は何なんだ？なぜお前みたいな子供がこのバスに乗っている？
You ever heard of Agent 9029? Yeah.
キャンプのしおり見てねえの？後期教育課程参加者の中に私の名前もちゃんと載ってるのよ。
まさか今回途中参加する外資の女ってお前なのか？
Foreign capital.
そりゃそうよ。他に女の子乗ってねえべよ。
He just looks around. No, actually.
嘘だろ？
私の人生嘘だろの連続なのよさ。軍人が現実から目を背けるようになったらおしまいなのよ。
Soldier also won't last long if they can't handle can't deal with the hunger.
俺たちは軍人じゃない。公務員だ。
What's the difference?
おう、そうな。そんで日本からいろいろなものを取り上げたサムおじさんの命令で私はこのバスに乗ってるのよさ。理解できたか？
Damn, Makina. Damn.
ぬーじゃねえのよ。次はシューマイが食べたいのよさ。
お前全部食っちまう気か？
Feel like that was the plan from the start.
おう、そんじゃ上に乗ってるグリーンピースは返してあげるのよさ。
すべてを取り上げておいて少しずつ返却し、強制的に懐の深さを見せつける。それがアメリカ。これぞアメリカのやり方なのだ。
You know what? Can't argue against it.
ああねえさっちゃん、あのさ、ユージ見なかった？もうすぐ晩ご飯の時間だから食べにおいでって伝えたいんだけど。
Don't worry, Amity. I'm probably just crying and giving my arm a good polish or something. But the crying probably, or the emotions. You know, either one works really.